Good morning, students. Welcome back to our English class. Last week we could not send any assignment because of the natural calamity and the condition was not favorable. So this week I am going to send you the detail about chapter 5, that is trees, our best friends. So let us start. Page number 22. One Sunday afternoon, Pooja's friends came to her house. It suddenly began to rain. They could not go out to play. So because of the raining, they could not go outside to play. Pooja's grandpa told them not to feel sad. So automatically they felt sad because they could not go out. And who came there? Pooja's grandpa. He assured them not to feel sad. He called them and said, I will tell you some interesting things. Okay, so he tried to discuss something interesting with those friends of Pooja. Do you know, trees are one of the best things that Mother Earth has given us. So, Mother Earth, that is this entire universe, it has given us some interesting things, some best things of our life. They are our best friends. So, trees are our best friends and it is given to us by Mother Earth. They help us in many ways. So, trees are helpful in so many ways. And now each one of you will tell me at least one use of trees. So the friends of Pooja, they will now tell one after another regarding some useful things that we can get from the trees. Pooja, they give us wood. So who is the first one to tell? Pooja. What she is saying? They give us wood. We use wood in making houses, boxes, tools, etc. Ria. So now the second turn is of Ria. They provide us with medicinal herbs. So what is herbs? Herbs are small plants without woody stem. So we used to get medicinal herbs from the trees. Now who is saying Rekha? Trees give us shade. And now Amrita, we get fruits from the trees. So all these are things that we used to get from trees. Wood, herbs, shade, fruits, etc. And now who is coming with her answer? Renu. Trees provide us with nuts, rubber, oil and gum. So it's a never-ending list, right? Suman, the branches of the trees are the best places for the birds to build their nests. So birds, we all know, they make their nests, that is the houses of the birds on the branches of the trees. Grandpa, can you tell some other uses of trees? So they have already told a lot. And now Grandpa is asking whether they have some more answers with them, some other uses of trees. So you can see the picture. There are the friends of Pooja. All of them have come. And now they are talking to the Grandpa. So let us move to the next page, page number 23. Ria, trees provide us with paper. We would not be able to read and write without paper. So paper is a very important thing of our daily life, right? We used to read from the books that are made of paper. We used to write in the copies that are made of paper. So that is very important thing. And without paper, it is impossible for us to read and write. Grandpa became very happy. Grandpa, I will now tell you about some more uses of trees. And be sure, children, all of you know these uses of trees already because we have learned them in our science chapters. Okay, so we are going to discuss it once more. Page number 23, the next part. Trees help to keep the air clean and fresh. So we are getting the clean and fresh air because of the trees. They absorb carbon dioxide and give out oxygen during photosynthesis. We all know what is photosynthesis. It is the process by which trees make their food. So during this process, what does the tree absorb? These trees absorb the carbon dioxide. And what does it give out? It gives out oxygen that is necessary for the animals and the human beings. They cause rainfall too. So it is because of the trees we can get the rainfall. They protect the water resources under the ground. Their roots bind the soil and thus they prevent soil erosion. Okay, so that is the dusting of soil, moving of soil, that is controlled by the trees because the roots of the trees, they are holding the soil in a very firm way. They used to bind it. Trees also prevent floods and droughts. So floods means the overflowing of excess water and drought means the lack of water. So both of them can be prevented by trees. Do you know still many of the tribes in our country live inside dense forests? There are so many tribes in not only in our country but throughout the world. There are so many tribes who used to live inside dense forest. Trees are indeed a marvelous gift of God to us. This is a very true statement, isn't it? Trees are our best friends and they are a marvelous gift that the God has given us. It is our duty to protect them. So what should we do? We should protect these best friends of ours and we should protect this marvelous gift of the God. Trees are our friends. Without them, there would have been no life on earth. So without trees, there will be no sign of life on earth. So it is a must for us, all of us, to protect the trees. And that is why what is necessary? We should do more and more plantation. All the children became very serious. They have understood that this is a very serious issue. Children, what should we do to save the trees? Now they are asking Grandpa, how they will save the trees? Grandpa, we must protect trees. Now we are on page number 24. We must protect trees. We must teach people about the importance of trees. So the way Grandpa is teaching these children, they will also teach their friends so that they can also understand what is the importance of trees. Why should we protect them? We must try our best to grow more trees. So plantation, I have already told you, is very much necessary. We should save trees by not cutting them, and we will stop cutting off trees also. Now, the story is telling us about the Chipko movement. Now, children, you have not learned this one. This is a new thing to you. So you will come to know about it now. The Chipko movement was started by Sundar Lal Bahuguna to save trees in Garhwal. Okay, so Garhwal is a state of North India, where not is a state, it's a place of Uttarakhand, a state of North India, and there this movement was started. The name of the movement was Chipko movement. It was for saving the trees, against cutting of trees. When tree fellers came to chop trees, when they came with their all tools to cut down the trees, people tightly clasped the trees with their arms, making it impossible for them to cut the trees. So what did people do? They grasped some trees very tightly. Clasp means to hold something very tightly. So all of them started to hold the trees very tightly and it became impossible for the tree fellers to cut down the trees. Okay, government has started the Van Mahotsav. So what is the festival? What is the program that the government has started? It is called Van Mahotsav, to encourage people about the necessity of plantation and saving trees, which means planting of trees. Okay, we should not waste the products obtained from trees because that is very limited. We will have to maintain them. We should not waste them. These will result in less trees being cut down. All the children thanked Grandpa and promised him that they would treat trees as their true friends, as their best friends. They promised to plant more and more trees. Meanwhile, it stopped raining. So when they were listening to all these important things from Grandpa, what happened? Raining stopped. They happily rushed out to play in the garden. So during this time, they came to know about very important things regarding trees, their importance and tree plantation. Okay, and through this story, we all have come to know now why we should prevent the trees, why we should plant more and more trees, why we should stop cutting down the trees. Okay, so that's all about the chapter. You will write down the meaning of the words that is given under the lower part, under the text of each page. You will write them down in the copy. And I'm sending you some question answers. Rest of them you will have to do it by yourself. You will try it. Coming week, I will try to help you out with the answers. Okay, so thank you and keep well.